back to the channel, bro. And today we got a really good topic here. We're gonna be talking about idolatry. Basically, having other gods before Jesus, putting the importance of other things above God, bro. So this could be a lot of different examples. It's basically worship. I like to look at it as, what do you worship? What is your value in certain things? You know, if you have God, you say God's first. A lot of people say, God first always, like a lot of athletes, but the first thing they think about is, football or basketball or getting to the bag or, trying to get a workout in before they talk to God. You gotta put your worship, you gotta put your value in Jesus before anything. You gotta, tap in really and tap out of the world. So that's why idolatry, bro. Some good examples of adultery would be things like the hub, because you're idolizing the coochie. Who do you watch on your phone? I've struggled with this before. Things like sports, different athletes, different entertainers in the music business, the movie business, people you look up to, which is cool if you want to get advice, and they're nice people to help you, guide you, but it shouldn't be your first and foremost thing that you think about, and that's on your front of your brain. It should always be God before them. It should always be tapping in with the Lord, to tap in with yourself before you look to these other things of this world. And it could be things like I said, it could be music, it could be YouTube. Something I've struggled with in the past. I always put sometimes my worth and value in things like YouTube and just the content I was making, but that's idolatry. That's a big sin right there, fellas. It's a pretty easy one to do too, because a lot of people struggle with addictions when it comes to like their phone. Their phone is their everything. They take it wherever they go. They open it in public when they're with their friends. I mean, it's like people go to each other's houses nowadays to just chill on their phones, or they at their lunch table. They're not even talking to anybody. They're just on their phones, bro. That's their God. That's who they put their time and attention and value in their worship, literally. Wherever their focus is, wherever your attention is, wherever your mind is constantly, that's where your worth is right there. So just make sure you're conscious of that. I know it's a difficult thing. I personally struggle with it, and I'm working on it right now to make sure I get that out of here. And a good reference to know if you are an adulterer or not is, you've seen those videos on YouTube where they'll have like some famous person or whatever, and it'll be like top 10 things, blah blah blah, can't live without. If you were to be on that show and they ask you what were the top 10 things you can't live without, man, if the first thing is not God, bro, and the first thing is not hearing his word and having his presence and having a relationship with him in your life, then you're already on the back end, bro. You're already failing, bro. You're already distracted from what's real and what's important and what's gotta be at the top of your priorities in life to be the best human being you can possibly be, bro. There's a reason this is one of the 10 commandments, bro. If you love God, bro, like a lot of people claim they do, keep these 10 commandments to your heart. Obviously, you're never gonna keep them always, every single day of your life. That's why there's the hope, man. That's why Jesus Christ came down to earth, bro, to relieve us of the sins that was dragging us down to the pits of hell and give us opportunity at redemption and a possibility to go into heaven, bro, by following his commandments and having a way to repent and having a way to ask for forgiveness if you do end up committing things like adultery and other sins of the main 10 commandments. And that's a big thing right there. It's a big hope. So it shouldn't be like a thing where you're so worried because you messed up and now you're going to hell. You always got hope right here. That's why Jesus is the best, man. He broke the curse of death, gave us an extra chance to redeem ourselves. Not extra, multiple chances. A lot of people screw up many times in their lives. You always got a shot till it's over, bro. So that's big time right there. If you're struggling with things like your phone, bro, my biggest piece of advice with any sort of struggle to an addiction, this is like an addiction portion, because that's where a lot of our adultery comes to, is you gotta put it down. You gotta pick this thing up, bro. You gotta pick the Bible up, bro, literally. You gotta put that down, you gotta tap in, and you gotta read that every day. You gotta meditate on it every day, bro, and you gotta think about how you can add this towards your life, bro, and start to get eyes to see and ears to hear, bro, instead of looking at these girls on the internet and fornicating, or instead of looking up to this rapper who's probably a terrible person and a terrible influence, or this basketball player who is not God and is not perfect and is not immortal. He has weaknesses and down points too in his life. And looking at the, utmost high God, Jesus Christ, that's where, you can start to make improvements in your life and get rid of these addictions, bro. Because you don't want to be an addict, bro. You waste time. You're wasting your life when you look on your phone, you look at your screen time. It's like 5-6 hours, bro. Damn, that's a lot of time you could have worked on yourself and the things that you're struggling with in your life, and gotten yourself together so you can be having a more fulfilled life instead of going on YouTube and Instagram and spending hours and hours scrolling, going through videos. Not to say that you can't be on your phone, but don't let the phone control you. Don't let the phone dictate how you live, bro. It's called a cell phone. Don't let it put you in the cell, bro. Tap out of the cell. Don't let it consume you. Don't let it run your life. Don't let every buzz that you hear on your phone make you distracted and taking your attention off God or whatever productive thing you need to do in that moment. And start to look in your phone and go down the whirlwind. And next thing you know, you wasted tons of hours, bro. Don't be that person. It's just not healthy. You don't want to live like that. You don't want to look back, because you're gonna look. Bro, I did this a couple of days ago. You look 3 years behind, and you look where you're at now. And if you were addicted to all these things, and your attention, your focus wasn't on God, who's giving you direction and giving you purpose and wisdom and understanding and the truth on how to live a productive, happy, fulfilling life, then you look and you see of all the time you wasted, you can't get that back. You can't get the time to make yourself better 3 years ago now, but you still got now at least. So you might as well tap in, get to knowing the truth, and getting rid of adultery, because adultery takes up your time, bro. You probably heard of the phrase rent free. Rent free is basically just adultery, whatever is consuming your mind, your time, your energy. A lot of times for guys, it's, partying, women, money. You need money, but money's not your God. You put anything before Jesus, that's when adultery takes over, and that's when depression hits, and that's when unsatisfaction hits, and that's when anger hits, and disappointment hits, and just frustration. All this bad energy, all these bad vibes, all this bad stuff for your mental health hits you, and it destroys you. And then you keep going down. The more you're going down that path. But if you get on the narrow path, the path to heaven, those who are keeping God's commandments as best as they can, those who are trying to please the Lord and not please others by doing whatever the world wants them to do, but following what God wants them to do, those are the people that live much, much more fulfilling lives, in the sense that they don't fall for the dumb things that majority of people do, especially young people in society. Their priorities are all distorted. They don't have any direction. They don't know what they like, what they don't like. They just fall for whatever the world tells them. They fall for trying to get the nicest car, trying to get the biggest house, trying to get all the girls, trying to get all the cash, bro, trying to be in the club, trying to have fun and turn up, because that's what the world taught them. So if everybody's like that, everybody's going down that path of self-destruction, that path of not improving their lives and actually, having a family, actually having a sense of purpose, a sense of direction, a sense of worth, because your worth is not in the club throwing money and getting, shakedown, bro. That's not the worth. That's not what you live for. There's so many more important, bigger, greater things in life than the things that's portrayed on the internet as the cool stuff, bro. So don't idolize those things. Don't idolize those types of people that, media likes to implore on others. Don't become an addict to anything like your phone, women, money, sports, even music. Some of those things are good to an extent, but don't let it take over your life and your brain space to the point where you can't even focus on yourself and being the best version of yourself for others and yourself in relationship with God, so you can have everlasting life, bro. Those are the big important things in life, and you can't get to them if you're idolizing things that tear you down, bro. So that's all I got for y'all, man. Thank you for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, found it helpful, like, subscribe, share it with somebody, bro. And until the next one, dog, I'm out here. Peace.